Let's real quick start off with the basics. First, make sure you have a huge area to practice in. You do not want to crash into any walls or hurt yourself. Secondly, the sweet spot on your skate is going to be different than the spinner. The spinner is instead going to teach you about body awareness, posture, hips, shoulders, having your head up, so focus more on that. Thirdly, you do not want to place the spinner directly on your hardwood floor. It will scratch. So what helped me was buying a piece of plywood, and it works perfectly. Now, let's get into my favorite beginner spins. Alrighty guys, 2 super important things to remember on the spinner. First, keep your head, shoulders, and hips level. Remember, the spinner will teach you proper body positioning. Secondly, do not whip yourself into your spin. It will throw you off balance. Instead, gently enter the spin and you will gradually pick up speed instead. Our first exercise will teach us how to center our 1-foot spin. Just like on the ice, how we enter the spin and center for a few revolutions before pulling in. Your free arm is directly over the free leg, like a letter V position. Try to spin for 1 full revolution, stop, and quickly enter the spin again 2 more times. We can check this out in slow-mo here. Now we're going to try to hold that same open position for as many revolutions as possible. Start small with maybe 1.5 revolutions and keep adding from there. You guys got this. Squeeze your core and stand nice and tall. Next, we're going to aim for 1 revolution on the spinner with the easiest basic 1-foot spin position shown here. Your toe will be next to the other skate's heel, or foot in this case. I like to think about balancing 2 oranges or 2 my favorite pets, 2 ice cream cones on my shoulders. Try to keep them level so they don't fall off. That way you can keep yourself balanced. Once you feel more comfortable, gradually increase the number of revolutions and keep going, guys. The possibilities are endless. Aim for 1.5, then 2, then 3. Just keep it going. Remember, we're going to pull our arms and legs in at the same time. Try to stay nice and tight, level in the shoulders and hips to spin faster. You can start off with more open arms, like holding a basketball, then pull yourself tighter once you feel more comfortable. To challenge yourself, feel free to play around with some arm variations. Feel free to throw up your arms in the air, tangle arms, arms on the hips, arms behind your back. The possibilities are endless. Use your imagination here, guys. Now, let's move on to back spins. Personally, I find these easier on the spinner. Here is the open position we hold before entering the spin. Just like on the forward 1-foot spin, focus on finding your center during this exercise here. Now, let's try to open that same open V position for as many revolutions as possible. Remember, guys, head up, level shoulders, and square those hips. Now let's reintroduce that heel to toe position. Keep your arms open like a hoop, like you're holding a soccer ball to slow down your spin until you find that balance. Then, after that, we can progress to crossing our arms nice and tight. You guys are doing fantastic. Can't wait to see these spins back on the ice once the rinks reopened. We're gonna keep the open arm position to still work on finding our balance. Try to increase the number of revolutions here, aim for 2, and keep it going with that open arm position. Now that you're getting more comfortable, remember, pull in nice and tight. Hug everything. Let's step it up. Now let's try to cross our feet for a back scratch. Start off getting the ankles nice and tight and try 1 revolution at a time. Lastly, this is one of my favorite jump exercises. Pull in nice and tight, that cross leg backspin position for 1 revolution, and quickly jump out with a nice free leg extension.